Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of our Delhi leg. This might be the 16th episode of this season. Thank you so much for all the love for season 3. You've seen the last three very closely fought themed quizzes of our Delhi tour. And we have one common thread through all those four quizzes who is on stage right now. Let's meet all the three contestants. Our first contestant is somebody who you met towards the last leg of last season. Wonderful story. She was a friend of another contestant. She came here, qualified to the final, beat that friend, and like it was crazy. Give it up for Mahika. Mahika, some intro, something new you want to share with our audience?
Uh, Still work at a museum. Still have slept an average of 3 hours in the last week. But very proud of our new exhibition. So that's
Do
it.
you want to talk about it? Like, where do people go to see?
It's KNMA in Saket. We have an exhibition called The Elemental You. Worked really hard on it. Very proud of it. Please go see it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now we come to Abhishek, who's been our finalist in the last three episodes, fourth time. Abhishek, something new?
uh, I've run out of new things to say, but well, general quiz. So generally speaking, it's my personal opinion. It might be controversial, but I think Israel and Palestine should be two-state solution, and Ranveer Singh should play Shaktiman.
Well, have you been seeing Mukesh Khanna's reels? Has it reached anyone's explore page? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. That guy is crazy. You know, right outside our house in Mumbai, if you ever visit my area in Mumbai, you cross the road, there's one big Shaktiman acting school with his photo. I see it every day. I see Shaktiman Mukesh Khanna every day. And now, if you follow our Mahabharat series, we've reached the war where Bhishma is playing very important role. So I think of Mukesh Khanna every time I record those episodes. Mukesh Khanna is an
And
important
they
part
should
of
also bring back Aryaman.
Harriman. Okay. You have very varied opinions, Abhishek. Nice, from Israel Palestine to Harriman. Okay, we have a debutant on the quiz show. Always great to see new faces. First of all, let's give a big round of applause to Ankit. New faces, crazy. Ankit, fresh start. So basic
Fresh
intro,
start, yeah.
school, college, where do you work?
Sab kuch, okay.
Hmm.
So, born, raised, educated in Delhi. Lived here my entire life. Never worked anywhere, been anywhere. My wife is from Guwahati though. But I went to Springdale's where you won your first quiz.
Oh,
That's
yes,
it. Yeah,
Springdale
yeah,
Sonakwa.
yes,
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
God. Yeah.
Dayal Singh College Eco Honors, IFT MBA, and now I work at KPMG.
Wow, man. Big round of applause to Ankit. I have some connection with everything. We literally saw Dayal Singh College while coming here because a quizzing contestant, Nihal Parashar, if you guys have seen, is from Dayal Singh. And you said IFT. IFT was the B school I first converted when I quit my job. So I still remember 30th June 2011 is when I got IFT. This thing. I wrote TCS ko resignation letter saying, "Hi guys, leaving." Nice. Cool. Okay. All of you have seen quizzing. All of you know how it works. So we can straight start the first round. The order will be Maika, Abhishek, Ankit. Let's begin. First question to Maika. Maika, in a certain popular expression, often associated with Atlanta hip hop and online slang, the term that signifies honesty and authenticity, contrasting with boasting or exaggeration, has historical roots tracing back to early 20th century black slang. The term implies for real or not lying and was notably featured in a 2017 track by Young Thug and Future. It also connects to the notion of surpassing limits or having no upper boundaries, much like how professional athletes might operate without financial restrictions. What expression are we talking about?
Is it no cap?
It is no cap. What a start to the quiz. 10 points there to Maika. It is no cap. Now everything fits. No cap signifies honesty, authenticity, implies for real, not lying. Also in athletics, no cap means no limits, no upper boundaries, no cap. Nice. 10 points. Next direct is to Abhishek. Abhishek, I'm talking about a certain title. This title has been given to a date in January, typically the third Monday of the month, by a UK travel company, Sky Travel. The concept was first published in a 2005 press release from the company, which claim to have calculated the date using a certain equation. W plus D minus D into T raised to the power X, M, blah, 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 where W is weather, D is debt, T is monthly salary, time is time since Christmas, Q is time, basically, yeah. All I want from you is, what does this equation generate? What title? What are we talking about?
It's very complex math, so I'm just trying to calculate this.
Yeah, so no, just, you don't really need to calculate, just the maths is just to direct you towards something.
This is the date that when New Year feeling goes away.
Good track, keep building on that. Like, you're right, like this equation is leading to like New Year
When
feeling bhi
the
ja chuki
actual
hai, ye bhi ho gaya hai.
next year actually starts, or New Year starts.
Or the actual New Year starts after the euphoria of New Year is done. No, we'll pass to Ankit.
So this is when the first holiday of the year is taken.
No, going to Mahika.
That was my guess too.
Mhm.
Is it the flights are the cheapest?
Flights are no. Okay, we'll start again with Abhishek. So I'll give you the title. The title is Blue Monday. Okay, Blue Monday is the exact answer. But what does Blue Monday signify is what I need now. Okay, now it is a funda question. You just have to tell me the funda. Okay, this day is considered like Abhishek. You started on a right track. Like New Year ki feeling bhi ja chuki hai. Now you're feeling just. And this day is the most dash day of the year in some sense. What do you think this day is?
The day when most people tender their resignation.
That is too specific. Looking at a more generic answer. One more shot, Abhishek.
I mean, the day that when they want to take the first off of the year.
Okay, we'll get back to you. Going to Ankit.
First sick leave of the year. First
Sick leave. No, going to Mahika.
Is it just the saddest day of the year?
Yeah, that's all. It's the most depressing day of the year, or Blue Monday. And like Abhishek started with that thought, कि अब New Year feeling जा चुकी है ये वो. So this is just a calculation. Weather भी सब खराब है, debt भी बढ़ गया है, salary भी नहीं है, Christmas को भी time हो गया, New Year resolution भी follow नहीं किया, motivation भी गिर गया. अब लग रहा है कुछ करना चाहिए life में and all that. It's the most depressing day of the year. That's the answer we were looking for. So 7 points to Micah, which means next direct will be to Abhishek. Abhishek, first built during the Ming dynasty in 1420, X, that translates to Gate of Heavenly Peace, was the entrance to the emperor's residence in Forbidden City, which all visitors to the palace walked through. In 1949, Mao Zedong proclaimed the People's Republic of China from the balcony. Due to its historical significance, it is featured on the national emblem of the People's Republic of China that you can see on the bottom, and you can see the real thing on the top. What are we talking about? What is X?
I don't think I know this, so I don't think I can make a guess which would be even close. But I'm still going to say something. Shambhala.
Oh, not Shambhala, passing to Ankit.
Tiananmen Square.
Yes, beautiful. Just Tiananmen is fine. Tiananmen, and hence the place is called Tiananmen Square, named after this. Yeah, just in like one of those examples of quizzing. Like even if you don't know anything, you know one thing you've heard from this area. Maybe that's the answer. So Tiananmen literally means Gate of Heavenly Peace. So important for them, and we all have heard this in the Tiananmen Square protest. Blah blah blah. So 11 points there to Ankit. Next direct will be to Maika. Among all the presidents to be elected to office, this person holds the special distinction as he was never on a winning ticket. He was selected to the position of vice president after Spiro Agnew died. He rose to president by virtue of being a vice president. He ran for the second term but was defeated, and hence never won the presidential election as president or vice president. Who are we talking about? Okay, so we're talking about American presidency, just to clarify. I don't think we've written. Yeah, so we're talking about a US president.
Is this Gerald Ford?
Yes. Beautiful crack. Beautifully done. Gerald Ford. Yeah, Gerald Ford fought for vice president, did not win. Then he became vice president to Nixon. And Nixon resigned, he became the vice president. His only claim to fame in his life is that he pardoned Nixon. That's the only thing he has done in his life. Fought again, lost. In fact, House of Cards' first couple of seasons were inspired from Gerald Ford's story, because guy becomes vice president without actually winning anything. Okay. 10 points to Mahika. Next direct is to Abhishek. Okay, Abhishek, the fierce rivalry between East Bengal and Mohun Bagan, popularly known as the Kolkata Derby, is well known. The celebration of a win is traditionally marked with special dishes. If Mohun Bagan supporters celebrate their win by eating Golda Chingdi, which is jumbo prawn, what fish that makes up 1.15% of Bangladesh's GDP and is their national fish do East Bengal supporters eat when they win?
Ilish.
Ilish, that is correct. 10 points there to Abhishek, Ilsa, or Ilish. Okay. Abhishek gets 10 for this. Next direct will be to Ankit. Ankit, in Western countries, eating dash meat is generally considered taboo, though that taboo has been broken under threat of starvation in the past. Dash meat has been eaten in every major German crisis, at least since the time of Frederick the Great, and is commonly referred to as blockade mutton. In the early 20th century, consumption of dash meat in Germany was common. Suspicions about the authenticity of the Frankfurter meat sold by German immigrants in the United States led to the coinage of what term?
Hot dog?
Hot dog, yes, nicely done. It is hot dog, okay? It is hot dog, which is, of course, not dog meat, but since they had suspicion that German people are selling it, is it a dog meat? Okay, fantastic. 10 points there to Ankit, which means next direct will be to Maika. Maika, two-part answer, blank and also a person. Conversations in Dash is a 1981 memoir that depicts a certain writer X's life in London during the heyday of the Dash group and his relationships with the group's members. Although popularly thought of as a formal group, it was a loose collective of friends and relatives closely associated with the University of Cambridge for the men and King's College London for the women, who at one point lived, worked, or studied together near Dash London. All these blanks are the same. Huh? According to Ian Ausby, although its members denied being a group in any formal sense, they were united by an abiding belief in the importance of the arts. Identify two things. One is the blank, it's the same blank. The book name is called Conversation in Dash. The group was called Dash Group, and the group took its name from a place in London, Dash London. And the person who became known for his novel called Untouchable, that came out in 1935. If you guys can't see the screen, there is Clive Bell on the top, there's T.S. Eliot, there's C.E.M. Joad, there is E.M. Foster, then this guy on the left, whose name we have blanked. Then there is, of course, Aldous Huxley, whose book was given to the winner in the general quiz yesterday. Yes? Brave New World. And then there's D.H. Lawrence, there's Virginia Woolf.
I hate these kind of questions because I know all of this context. I know where in London they were. I just don't know the actual name of the group.
But if you know that blank before London, it's the same. Just clarifying.
No, I know. They were in central London.
Oh, like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know they were near the Strand because that's where King's College London is.
Okay.
So I have. Is it Mayfair?
No. Any guesses on X?
No. I'm blanking, sorry.
Okay. Passing to Abhishek.
Yeah, I haven't been to London, so I'm just gonna think about Monopoly and just pick a place from there.
Sure.
Piccadilly, London.
Okay. And the person.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Okay. Passing to Ankit.
E.M. Foster?
Neem Foster is there.
Oh, he's already there.
Yeah.
Pass. No idea.
Pass?
Yeah,
Pakka?
Pakka.
Okay. We'll take another round. I'll give you the group now. Okay. The group. So no point giving hints on that. The group is called Bloomsbury. Okay. Let's now just try and crack the author. This is a famous author. The author is Indian. Okay. It's an Indian author. Untouchable is a book written. Is that good enough to take around? Okay, cool.
Is this Rudyard Kipling?
Not Rudyard Kipling. Going to
This is
Abhishek.
V.S. Naipaul.
Not V.S. Naipaul. Going to Ankit.
Rabindranath Tagore?
Not
Can't be,
Tagore.
obviously.
Mulk Raj Anand. So in proper Indian, not like Indian roots or born in India. Talk about Mulk Raj Anand, who wrote The Untouchable also wrote Coolie. Coolie is Mulk Rajanand, I think. Yeah. Bloomsbury, Mulk Rajanand. Okay, and that's one of those rare photos of the Bloomsbury group. Okay, so this goes unanswered, Mulkraj Anand. We come back to Micah for the next direct. Development of X began in 2006 during a 2 week gap between contracts at David Karp's software consulting company. Karp had been interested in short form blogs for some time and was waiting for one of the established blogging platforms to introduce their own. As none had done so after a year of waiting, Karp and developer Marco Arment began working on their own platform, and X was launched in February 2007. What is X, whose name comes from a term coined for the first micro blogs?
Is this MySpace?
Not MySpace. Going to Abhishek.
Pass.
Passing to Ankit.
Twitter and tweets.
Not Twitter or tweets. Okay. We'll start with another round. So don't think don't think social networking sites like MySpace or Twitter for that matter. Uh, what they do is still in this realm of microblogs and all that. Let's add a hint. Okay, it starts with T.
Is it Tumblr?
It is Tumblr. Yes, it is Tumblr. 5 points there to Micah. It is Tumblr. Okay, next direct will be to Abhishek. Abhishek, Joseph of X was an Italian friar who is honored as a Christian mystic and saint. According to traditional accounts, he was remarkably unclever, but experienced miraculous levitation and ecstatic visions throughout his life, which made him the object of scorn. He is the patron saint of aviation and pilots, astronauts, mental handicaps, examinations, and students. But which city important in the world of technology and earlier known as West Side is named after him? If all three of you have absolutely no guesses, I can add little hint right now. Or if there is even a slight chance of a good guess, then we'll wait. Okay, we'll wait. Oh, I forgot it's also an art. Okay, nice. Okay, whenever you're ready, Abhishek, Aram.
Dublin.
Not Dublin, going to Ankit.
And can I ask where the city is? Is it in Italy?
No,
No,
not
you can't.
now. Earlier I could have, before.
Cupertino?
Oh, wow! Crazy boy! It is Cupertino. Wow! 11 points there to Ankit. It is Cupertino, and that, of course, is Apple's headquarters. Cupertino, it's known as Infinity Circle. Cupertino, California. Fantastic. Cool. Let's take a look at the scores. We have reached the halftime. Micah with 10 for no cap, 7 for Gerald, no, 7 for most depressing day of the year Funda, 10 for Gerald Ford, and 5 for Tumblr is on 32 right now. Abhishek has 10 for Hilsa, Ilish Funda, East Bengal. And we have Ankit with 11 for Tiananmen, 10 for Hot Dog, and 11 for Cupertino is also on 32 right now. Ankit and Micah leading right now with 32, tied. Abhishek behind them with 10. Now the order will reverse. The order will be Ankit, Abhishek, Micah. Let's begin. First direct is to Ankit. Ankit, the X were professional cavalrymen deployed by the Ottoman Empire. The X formed their own distinctive social classes and were rivals to the Janissaries. And Janissaries were the elite infantry corps of the sultans or sultans. X gave rise to similar meaning terms in various languages, including Hindi. What term do you think are we talking about?
Ghursavar?
Not Gursavar, passing to Abhishek.
Just troubadour and subedar.
No, not Subedar, going to Micah.
Is it Satrap?
Not
And
satrap, but
Sepoy.
good. I know the Turkish origins of satrap. Okay, we'll take another round. What did you say, Ankit?
Ghursavar.
Ghursavar. So, and what did you say, Abhishek? Sorry.
Troubadour.
Subedar. Okay. So, Subedar and Ghursavar are all good tracks. Something to do with army. Okay. Something to do with a member of an army. So, don't actually, the inference from this word is not necessarily of a cavalry. So, don't think Ghursavar. Think of like troops or like military man. What would you say? What's the Hindi word, Hindi slash Urdu slash Hindustani word you will use? Do you guys think we can take a crack at this? 3 guesses combined, will we be able to crack, or do you guys need more hints?
Sainik?
Sainik is a very good guess, but no, have to pass to Abhishek.
Sipahi.
Sipahi. We're talking about Sipahi. Well done. Sipahi, Sipahi. 6 points there to Abhishek. Not Sainik, but Sipahi. Superb. Sipahi is the term that comes from the Ottoman Empire, also, of course, used in India. Sipahi. Now going to Maika for the next question. Talking about a certain iconic brand which started in 1938 and continued till the year 2003. And there were newer versions that continued till 2019. And this brand has adorable nicknames all over the world. In France, it's called Coccinelle, which means ladybug. It's Maggiolino and Fusca in Italy and Brazil, respectively, both of which mean X, the brand. Mexico calls it Vocho. It's Peta in Bolivia, which means turtle. Kodok or frog in Indonesia. What iconic brand do you think we are talking about?
Pass, I'm sorry.
Okay, passing to Ankit.
I have no idea. Nutella?
Nutella? No, passing to Abhishek.
Fresh.
No. Okay, we'll start again. Now, in terms of hint, I'll first like to direct you guys to the important parts here. Okay, ladybug and all. So think in that zone. The brand literally is in that zone. The meaning of the name of the brand. That's the first clue. Maika, are you already ready?
I
or do
think
you
I
want-
have it. No, no.
Cool. Ankit is blocking anyway. ठीक है. Yeah, no, Maika, you can start whenever.
Is it Beetle?
It is Beetle. Yeah, it is Beetle. It's Volkswagen Beetle. 5 points there to Maika. We're talking about Volkswagen Beetle, started in 1930s in Germany, of course, and yeah, as adorable. That's why I use the word adorable. To just think of Beetle, you think adorable, and yeah, ladybug. It means beetle in Brazil and Italy, like Maggiolano, Fusca. They all meet. They all mean beetle. Okay, Volkswagen Beetle. 5 points there to Maika. Next direct is to Ankit. Okay, Ankit, this is a funda question. The Leidenfrost effect is a physical phenomenon in which a liquid close to a solid surface of another body that is significantly hotter than the liquid's boiling point produces an insulating vapor layer that keeps the liquid from boiling rapidly. Because of this repulsive force, a droplet hovers over the surface rather than making physical contact with it. The effect is named after the German doctor Johann Gottlob Leidenfrost. What seemingly miraculous feat is possible because of this phenomenon?
Brewing coffee?
Not brewing coffee. Brewing coffee is miraculous. Just kidding. Going to Abhishek. It has to seem like miracle. Bhai, kaise, huh? Wow.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Maika.
Is it walking on water?
Walking on water. Okay, good track. But yeah, this is the track. Like, oh, bhai, ye to miracle ho gaya. Types. Another Akshay Kumar quote. Miracle. We'll start again with Ankit. Hint would be this is something that you might likely do in a kitchen. Think kitchen, if that helps. Another random clue is when I went to Google to find an answer slide for this question, all I could see was viral reels of people seemingly doing this. So reel screenshot is what I found. Think kitchen, think miracle, think viral reels in somebody's world.
Sorry, no idea. Pass.
Passing? Okay, passing to Abhishek.
No idea.
Pakka?
Yeah, pass.
Okay, passing to Maika.
I think of something levitating or something, but I'm not sure. No.
No. Dipping hand in boiling oil is a seemingly miraculous feat that's possible because of the Leidenfrost effect. And just for me, just go and search dipping hand and you'll see all these reels of people just doing fish बना दिया एक बंदा है जो वैसा उसमें ना लोग पागल हो रहे हैं कैसे हो रहा है miracle फिश फ्राई बनाता है हाथ डाल देता है भाई look at this guy हाथ डाल के fish fry बनाता है crazy okay so nobody got this no miracle on this stage we don't believe in such miracles okay next direct will be again to Ankit Ankit, the truthiness is the belief or assertion that a particular statement is true based on the intuition or perceptions of some individual or individuals without regard to evidence, logic, intellectual examination, or facts. Now, who coined this term, truthiness, as the subject of a segment called The Word during the pilot episode of a political satire program in 2005? He satirized the misuse of appeal to emotion and gut feeling as a rhetorical device in contemporaneous socio political discourse and particularly applied it to the US President George W. Bush and his decision to invade Iraq in the year 2003.
So you need the name of the person who coined the term rather than the show itself, right?
If you know the show, you know the person. It's the same.
Going blank, I'll pass.
Passing? Okay, passing to Abhishek.
Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Not Jon Stewart. Not Jon Stewart. Going to Micah.
Stephen Colbert.
Yes. Not Jon Stewart, but Stephen Colbert. 12 points there to Micah. Yeah, Abhishek, of course, was on right track, but the timelines won't fit, I think. So the pilot was in 2005 of political satire program, and it had a segment called The Word, and this is when WMD and all, everything was in news, Iraq and all that. And so he coined this term called the truthiness, which is not about logic and all, just gut feeling people do things with that context. Okay. 40, okay. 12 points there to Mahika, which means the next direct will be to Ankit. Ankit, two-word term, dash dash. Okay. XY is named after one of its primary symptoms. One of the first symptoms of Y to appear are painful swollen lymph nodes at the neck, groin, and armpit known as dash, which give their name to the disease. As the illness progresses, sufferers experience headache, vomiting, and high fever, and their dashes secrete blood and pus. There was no viable treatment in the medieval period, and most people with Y would be dead within 7 days. Today, Y can be cured with antibiotics. What are we talking about? Just give me the two-word answer that we are looking for.
Smallpox?
Not smallpox, passing to Abhishek.
Chickenpox.
Not chickenpox, passing to Mahika.
Scarlet fever?
No. Okay, cool. So the Y is again really popular. What a way to say, but really popular disease. Like one of those goats of. If you read history, you'll be like, "Bhai, तूने मचाया life." You are one disease which every history textbook, third chapter is about this disease. Very popular. Goat. Okay. So you just have to add a word before that disease. You know what I mean? Like most of the things you guys guessed, they don't stand alone. Like pox doesn't have the same ring as this one. Ki, oh, bhai. With another word that in Spanish means groin, and hence, you know, that word is given to these lymph nodes, etc. Is it helping anyone? Essentially, what I'm saying is think of the goat of diseases in human history and
Got a
just
guess?
use like one word before that. We'll take around with that. I think we should be able to crack this. We'll start with Ankit whenever Ankit is ready.
No idea. Black plague?
Black plague.
Yeah.
Okay, passing to Abhishek.
Bubonic plague.
Yes. Bubonic black wouldn't. You have to complete black. Would not mean
But like, is a plague a disease? Is it a common noun or a proper noun disease?
which one? Plague.
Plague. Just plague.
Just plague.
Yeah. You said Y can be cured with antibiotics. So
Yeah.
like plague can be cured with
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But you just mean in terms of spread, or is there like a specific proper noun disease called plague? Yeah.
Any doctors here? Sorry. Yes. It's a
Okay.
proper noun. Thanks यार. मैं फंस गया था यार. हाँ? मैं आकाश इंस्टीट्यूट जाने वाला था बस. Okay. 2 points to Ankit for getting plague. Huh? And 4 points to Abhishek for getting bubonic plague. Okay, guys. Great. Okay. Which means the next direct will be to Micah. Micah, the Cretaceous is a geological period that lasted from about 145 to 66 million years ago It is the third and final period of the Mesozoic era, as well as the longest. It was a period with a relatively warm climate, resulting in high sea levels that created numerous shallow inland seas. What I want from you guys is, what does the term Cretaceous mean, which is derived from the Latin creta, a substance which is abundant in the latter half of the period, having deposited by the shells of marine invertebrates. And it's a term, it's a word that all of us know.
I don't understand why I need to do. I need to explain what Cretaceous means. Or
The term Cretaceous takes its name from what substance, is what I'm trying to say. Something that we all know. We maybe have seen used also in some sense.
fossils.
Not
or like
fossil. Passing to Ankit.
I don't know. Are we talking about crab shells?
Not crab shells. Going to Abhishek.
Oil.
Sorry, what?
Oil.
Oil? No. Okay. But yeah, simple. Good. We'll start again with Micah. Hint, like I said, kitchen for the miracle one. I'll say classroom for this one. Especially the classroom in which, I don't know today's classrooms, but मैं जब स्कूल में था तो classrooms had this thing.
chalk?
Chalk.
Yeah.
Yes, chalk. 5 points there to Micah. It is chalk. Okay, chalk. Well done. Which means next direct is to Ankit from history now. The Battle of X was the final major conflict of the Second World War. On April 1st, 1945, more than 60,000 American soldiers and Marines landed on X's shores. This island, situated south of Kyushu, was a strategic entry point for an invasion of Japan, and US forces were ready for a tough fight. The battle lasted 81 days, characterized by brutal combat across air, sea, and land, compounded by the island's dense forests and volcanic terrain. The Allies won the battle, but at the cost of 12,000 American lives. Japanese forces suffered approximately 90,000 military casualties, and 100,000 civilians also perished. Which historic battle are we talking about? Or just give me X, because it was anyway called Battle of X.
Iwo Jima?
Not Iwo Jima. Passing to Abhishek.
Yeah, that was my only guess as well. So, what do I say now? Battle of Island.
No. Passing to Mike.
I know this is wrong, but Pearl Harbor.
Not Pearl Harbor. Okay. Pearl Harbor was the other extreme. The first battle.
I know.
Okay, we'll start again with Ankit. So not Iwo Jima. Iwo Jima was also an iconic battle, but wasn't the last one. Iwo Jima happened slightly before the end of war. This is the last battle. That was the biggest claim to fame of this battle. Obviously, name of a Japanese name, of course. We'll start. First letter is O. If that helps.
Okinawa.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Battle of Okinawa and not Iwo Jima. Battle of Okinawa. Well done. Well done. 5 points to Ankit. Okay. Ankit gets 5 for Battle of Okinawa. Quiz is still alive and kicking. Nice. Next direct is to Abhishek. Abhishek, in the United States, he was often compared to Martin Luther King Jr. with the African American civil rights activist Jesse Jackson, referring to him as the Martin Luther King of dash dash. After the end of apartheid, he became perhaps the world's most prominent religious leader, advocating gay and lesbian rights, according to John Allen. On 16th October 1984, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. The Nobel Committee cited his role as a unifying leader figure in the campaign to resolve the problem of apartheid in dash dash. Who are we talking about?
It's on the tip of my tongue. Tutu. I mean, that's the only.
Tutu you said, no?
Yeah, Tutu.
Yeah, Tutu is enough. Surnames are enough unless otherwise specified.
I mean,
Desmond Tutu, 10 points there to Abhishek. Nice. Now, yes, now the quiz is statistically over. Statistically, we still have a nice question to go. Micah, this is your direct. Iridium is a very hard, brittle, silvery white transition metal of the platinum group. It is considered the second densest naturally occurring metal. Iridium is one of the rarest elements in Earth's crust, so much so that iridium is found in meteorites in much higher abundance than in the Earth's crust. And there is an unusually high abundance of iridium in the clay layer at the Cretaceous Paleogene boundary. this information that we have now just achieved, this helps us to support what theory?
First of all, why am I getting all the Cretaceous questions?
Cretaceous day for you. Yeah.
Is it the extinction of the dinosaurs?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yes,
Yeah,
dinosaur was the
yeah,
keyword we were
need to
looking
write,
for. The specific answer being Alvaro's hypothesis, but the impact of a massive extraterrestrial object caused the extinction of dinosaurs. The extinction of dinosaurs is what we were looking for. Nicely done. 10 points there to Mahika. Okay, that brings us to the end of the episode. Let's take a final look at the score. Ankit had 32 in the first half. He got 2 for... 2 किसके लिए दे दिया हमने?
Plague.
2 for Plague and 5 for Okinawa. Ankit ends on 39. Well played. Abhishek had 10 in the first half. Then he got 6 for Sipahi, 4 for Bubonic, and 10 for Desmond Tutu. Abhishek ends on 30 points. Maika had 32 in the first half. She got 5 for Volkswagen Beetle, then 12 for Stephen Kobe, 5 for Chalk, and then 10 for the dinosaur asteroid. Funda, Maika ends on 64 points. Maika once again wins a general quiz in Delhi, but shout out to Abhishek. Consecutive 4 finals is no mean feat. We might even see you in Indian sports later. And Ankit, what a great debut. You were actually leading after the first half. And amazing stuff. We'll end this episode with a book for Maika. I gave the Iliad to you, Abhishek, or you got the Iliad? If you won this, you would have had the sequel also. But you can swap it with Maika later if, I don't know. Because Maika is getting the Odyssey.
I've read 9 translations of the Odyssey.
Okay, 10th translation time now. Odyssey, please come and collect this. Please enjoy. You can give it to Abhishek. Oh, keeping it? Okay, 10th one. I'll write a note and give that. At least make it different than the other 9 translations. But thank you everyone. See you soon. Bye.